very easy to get top 15 if you're heavyweight. If you guys heavyweight right there, go work hard. It's easier than the other division.
In my opinion, a lot of heavyweights are overweight. They are,
Yes.
they are too
They
fat. Yeah, they are too fat.
They lazy and fat.
Yeah.
It's Colby Covington will be one of the guys that I wanna.
Yeah,
that I
will be
always
easy.
want to fight. It's an easy
Easy
fight.
money.
It's an easy fight.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping for an easy fight. I was talking to Chimaev's coach, jiu-jitsu coach. We fought before. And I asked, who you think is the hardest fight? And then I say, I'm gonna tell you. But then you tell me, I say, and then he said, who you think? I think it's RDR. And then he said, me too, I think it's RDR. I have all RDR videos. He already said, I watch everything already. Control the dominance. Never take him down. I want one hand on his shoulder. His shoulder has to be on the floor. That's how much I work on the day. He moves. And then I move too. These needs work, like I said, coming down. They're easy for me to defend when my opponent doesn't have a strong position. So I'm gonna go there, move, one, two. As I'm coming down, my head and my back are very strong. The neck position is the neck up, not down. Strong. The side with the head down, all straight to the knees. What I need to do is shoulder. Push down. Like that, right? So that 1, 2, 3. Close.
First of all, welcome to the Netherlands.
Thank you.
We must do a very big shout out to Tim from RDR Martial Arts for having us here. Thank you for being here. How was the seminar going?
Seminar was great, you know, we have a lot of guys, energy, so it was a very good turnout. I didn't expect everyone know me, everyone asking questions, they have good energy. I tried to show as much technique as possible. We had a short time, but I pass a lot of the time, and then I have fun. And I hope the students like it. But yeah, I have a great time so far.
Thank you, man. From what I heard, it was supposed to be 1 hour, but
How long was that?
you were busy more than 2.5 hours for.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it was a long time.
I just know it passed when I know, like, okay, we gotta finish, okay. But yeah, I had time, you know. Honestly, I just got here today, so it was kind of like I was all over. But then I got a freaking a ginger shot and I got a coffee.
And life is good again.
Yeah, then I was great, and I was going crazy with the techniques, with the details. And when I get on the mood, teaching, I want to help these guys out. You know, I think I got so much from the sport that I gotta give it back. You know, every time that I have an opportunity to do a seminar, I really want these guys to leave, like with the sense that they learn a lot, that they learn something. You know, so that's my goal when I go to the seminar.
Yeah, well, I spoke to a lot of the guys, and a lot of them told me like they learned so much today. Only in a few hours, they got so many pointers they can work on.
Yeah.
Even some guys that are training already for 10, 15, 20 years, they have seen new things today. So I think they are very happy. And one of my questions actually was that I see you more often in corners now, helping other fighters. Is that something that you want to do more and more?
Yes and no. I love to fight, but I'm getting older, and I gotta assume that. I just have a couple more fights to do it. I'm not gonna keep pursuing my career fighting a lot. I've been taking the sports of jiu-jitsu and MMA very serious since the beginning. So whenever I start turning 12, but whenever I was 16, I was taking it very, very serious. So I was competing a lot, traveling a lot, training super hard. And I'm 39 right now, so it's years to the sport, a lot of injuries. And I just have a new baby, so I got 3 boys, my wife. We're being smart, investing money, so we financially in a good place. For sure, still gotta work, but we okay. I don't need to, you know, to fight for the money. I fight because I like it, because I have fun. I still got 4 more fights on my contract, but I'm kind of in a mood to do maybe 2 more. But yeah, but I'm transitioning to that way. I don't like it so much, to be honest, because I get more nervous on the corner.
Yeah.
And but that's might be a transition. I want to become a manager. I think that's one thing that I can do very good for the sport and for the upcoming fighters. I just believe there's not a lot of guys doing a great job as a manager. They just You know, when the guy's ready, they just make some phone calls, get 10%.
More to the business side of the
More to the business. It's kind of like the managers working more for the UFC, for the companies than for the fighters. And I think I built myself I was never a champion, but I'm well known everywhere. I deliver great fights. People know about me. And I think it can help a lot of fighters to do the same, you know, to be well known, to have big companies around, and then that's one of the things. But I like to teach too. You saw I was just teaching, supposed to be 1 hour. I was all over teaching. So I just got to balance that, I think. I think I'm going to be one of the coaches from Kill Cliff FC. I'm going to be one of the jiu-jitsu instructors. But I just want to focus on few guys, you know. I'm not going to be the guy that's going to be every week in the corner. I'm going to get...
Yeah. You pick the top fighters and...
Not even the top. I will pick the guys that I believe that I really can help and make the guys, you know, like put the system on these guys. Don't need to be the top. You gotta be the guy that we connect good, that I think I can help, that he listen to me. But I don't want to have like 15, 10 guys like that. I want to have like maximum 5 guys, 4 or 5. 2 guys will be the best. It will be amazing. But it might be 4 or 5 guys that I really want to put a lot of energy and make these guys get to the next level.
Yeah, perfect, man. Well, I think that would be very great for everyone to have you as a teacher, especially with your knowledge of the sport. Yeah, for us, you're a legend in the game. You are so long already in this game. Man, I was a child when you started.
My God.
What do you see is the biggest difference between now and when you started in this game?
When I started the game, I had to be a company, but not really. I just got to fight and win. But nowadays, with social media, with like the television, with like the reels, TikTok, those things, people are looking for highlights, right? People not looking for the whole your career. It's kind of sad, but people just want to see something crazy that you're doing it, the little highlight. And we gotta work. We gotta know what the entertainment asking for, what public want to watch, and we gotta deliver that. So today we gotta be an image. You gotta people gotta know your lifestyle. We gotta kind of post about almost everything. We gotta be more open to social media, to talk to the camera, and I think we gotta speak at least 3 languages. So be able to speak well, to kind of have that company that wants to sponsor you. I think before was easy. Before was just fighting,
winning.
That's it. Go home, train, rest. But today is a lot more than that with company. We gotta be the guys. The whole fight game. They don't want to see just the guy winning. They want to see all the things behind. You need to build up a fan base. You need to sell. You need to have sponsors. It's a whole different. It's a lot more than just fighting. And nowadays we can see a lot more of that, and that's why I want to transition to manager. I want to transition to coach, because I kind of see the changing. I always read the change, and I think I gotta help a lot of guys with the change, you know.
Yeah. So not only in the fighting aspect of it, also all the rest around.
All the rest, you know, posting and filming and talking and doing an interview and doing a podcast and everything. It's so much you think about it. And the fighting is a lot of work already just to be a fighter. You gotta make weight, you gotta be in shape, you gotta cut weight, you gotta fight, strategy, psychologically, you gotta be mentally good, mentally ready for a fight. But then you gotta still do posting, social media, and talking. It's a lot. So it's easier to have a guy that did that done all that, paving the way, help you to do it, then you just figure it out yourself. It's hard. Yeah,
I can imagine that. And looking back at your career, who helped you with all this transition?
I have different guys at certain moments. I learned that from jiu-jitsu because I was very poor coming up, and I have a sponsor that helped me out a lot. But he helped me, he built me to that, because every time that I had a competition, I gotta ask him to pay it. And he said, oh, but let me know why you want to compete, why you want to pay? And then at the time, I just want to get better, just want to compete. But then I got to come and asking, kind of like making a proposal, hey, I would like to fight that competition, and say, why this one? I say, oh, because the big competition is the whole state, everybody there. If I win that, then I can go to the national. And then he kind of built that on me. And he passed away a long time ago, but he was a guy that helped me. I don't know, for sure he was trying to take that away from me, like learning how to speak, how to sell myself. And right on the beginning, I was trying to get more sponsors, and that's how I did. I was just making a freaking curriculum with all my fights and everything, the photos, and showing to a couple guys and asking, hey, who you think can help me? Oh, go to this guy. And I was myself talking to all of these guys to sponsor me, why they could sponsor me, why would I give in return. I started that in jiu-jitsu, and when I transitioned that to MMA, it was easier because the jiu-jitsu is a very, now it's bigger. The jiu-jitsu is on UFC, jiu-jitsu is on flow grappling, it's a lot of, but back in the days, it was not, I would just like, I can put your company on my gi, and I can send a nice photo. I remember back then, I have a professional photographer, I can send you the photo, but I was actually doing it, but I think I started out in jiu-jitsu. I have good sponsors in jiu-jitsu, and when I moved to MMA, I just kind of learned to introduce that in MMA and do the same.
And what was for you the biggest reason to transfer from BJJ to MMA?
I had a dream in jiu-jitsu. I want to become a world champion in jiu-jitsu, and I made it. So when I accomplished that, when I became a jiu-jitsu black belt, a world champion in the black belt, that was a question. Say, okay, I'm going to pursue to be multiple times jiu-jitsu world champion, or I go to MMA. But that was the normal path in Brazil, especially in Rio, where I'm from. Everybody was doing that. Whenever they got high level jiu-jitsu, they're gonna fight MMA. And the guys that I have as an idol, Victor Shaolin, and a lot of the big fighters right there, they did it. And that was kind of normal to me. I just want to become a jiu-jitsu world champion first. So I pursued that in jiu-jitsu. As soon as I made it, I said, okay, now I'll go MMA. That was kind of the way I did it.
And what was the hardest part of the transition? It was obviously you need to learn striking, and what was the hardest part of that?
Everything was hard, but I was having fun doing it, because whenever I got to the highest level, became a world champion in jiu-jitsu, and now I don't want to do this no more. Now I accomplished. It was just like, okay, now I got to go next. And then when I started MMA, was nice because when I take this guy down, I finish. I was submission hunting, I was finishing these guys. But whenever they were wrestling and then defend the takedown, I was getting beat up, and then I say, okay, now I gotta learn boxing. And it was good because when I was kind of like burnt out of doing a lot of jiu-jitsu, I transitioned. And now everything is new, okay, this is striking or boxing. And then it's, the way I see it, it's easier to learn boxing and Muay Thai than freaking jiu-jitsu. To be a high-level jiu-jitsu is so hard. But then to kind of, like, for example, in jiu-jitsu, for you to be able to sub a good blue belt is going to take 1, maybe 2 years, maybe more. In boxing, whenever you start training, real quick, you're gonna land a good jab on a high-level guy. You're not gonna knock him out, but you're gonna start landing. And that was nice for me. I said, okay, it's not gonna take forever to beat these guys, okay. And then I got addicted to boxing, kickboxing, started training a lot. My wrestling was not bad, and then I started training a lot of wrestling. And then I did my first amateur fight, and I fell in love. And then I was trying to get a professional fight. It was very hard because I had to wear a big name in jiu-jitsu. But then eventually when I got my fighting in MMA, my pro debut, and then I started fighting. I remember my pro debut was January 2012. In June 2014, I already signed with the UFC. So it was just like passing 2 years a little bit more, but I was fighting so much. I was 7-0, all first round finishes, 4 submissions, 2 knockouts, 1 TKO, and I signed with the UFC, you know, so, and then it was a different, I'm 11 years already in the UFC.
Yeah, that's quite a run. 11 years already.
Yeah.
Not normal, man. And
no, and on the top, you know, it's not that I've been fighting easy
exactly.
fights. I'm hoping to get an easy fight, but they don't give me easy fights. So
well, they say there are no easy fights in the UFC.
Yeah, heavyweight easy fight.
Yeah.
If I was heavyweight is easy fight.
Because they lack of technique.
I don't know. That's a good question. A couple guys I think are lazy. I think a heavyweight, like 260 pounds guy, 120 kilos. These guys, just to get up and exercise, a lot of energy that the body needs, you know. So I think not all of them, but most of them are lazy.
Mm-hmm.
Not lazy that being laying down all day, but lazy that like it takes a lot of energy. And if they didn't grow up on wrestling or jiu-jitsu or actually striking, it's very hard for these guys to work that hard. So very easy to get top 15 if you're heavyweight. If you guys heavyweight right there, go work hard. It's easier than the other division.
Yeah, well, in the podcast, I'm most of the times when we talk about heavyweight, I'm always telling that, in my opinion, a lot of heavyweights are overweight. They are they are too fat. Yeah, they are too fat.
They lazy and fat.
Yeah. So and
he's saying, not me. He's saying, don't get mad at me. But it's real.
Yeah.
A lot of guys are fat, lazy,
and
when you see a guy like in shape, like Tom Aspinall, they destroy everybody because it is easy and.
Because he can move, he is fast.
Yeah, I wish my division was like that, but I have like so many monsters right there. So
yeah, your division is probably the most stacked division right now.
Yeah, like I think welterweight, lightweight, and bantamweight is like it's crazy. Now featherweight too. A lot of divisions have so many great guys, and I'm getting older, so I'm like, 2 more and I'm out.
Do you have like a dream challenge for you to have one of your last 2 fights, maybe a name or
honestly,
fight for the belt?
Yeah, for the belt would be nice. It's just a little too far right now. It could happen, for sure I would take it. But it's not my ambition. I was like 10 years crazy, like obsessed with that, you know, like to becoming a champion. That I think it took a lot of time away from me, from business, from my family, from actually even my kids, because I was too obsessed with that. And after having my wife, I convinced her to get pregnant again. I want to have a daughter. It was another boy.
Congratulations, though.
Thank you. And then I said, you know what? I'm going to give more attention for my kids now. You know, I put a lot of years on my career already. I'm happy. I'm accomplished. I didn't become a champion. I always try to. But it's okay, you know, I was Jiu-Jitsu world champion, top, maybe 7 years, top 10 in the UFC, like 5 years at least top 5, beat a lot of guys, did a lot of fights, so I'm happy where I am. If comes a title fight, I will take it for sure, but I would like to have a two big fights. Colby Covington will be one of the guys that I want to.
Yeah,
that I always want to fight. It's an easy fight.
Easy money.
It's an easy fight. Yeah. So I'm hoping for an easy fight.
You think you will take it?
I don't know. If I get that point in my career that I didn't perform the way I wanted the last couple of fights, it might. If I was still like in a tear, no way. But right now, maybe.
Maybe. Well, I hope for you because
I hope so too. That's
I
easy
think you
fight.
fuck him up.
Yes, me too.
Well, you told already a few times that you have 3 boys?
3 boys, yeah.
Are you hoping that they are becoming a fighter too?
Why? I don't hope, bro. I hope. Pedro is my oldest one. He's 12. He does jiu-jitsu, but he's in love with basketball. He's actually very good. So I hope he try basketball. You don't get a lot of injury.
Yeah,
and
that's it.
My middle one is Joshua. He's a high-level wide receiver and a kicker in American football.
Good.
Very, very athletic, very good. And the little one, Gabriel, he's just 3 months, so I don't know. Whatever he wants, I'm going to support. I'm not going to push them to fight. If they want, I will support. they gotta know how to fight, you know. So both Pedro and Joshua, my oldest one, they did jiu-jitsu, they did wrestling, they did kickboxing, they did a little bit on MMA. My kids cannot get beat up on the street, you know, it's freaking my son. So they gotta learn how to fight, but as a sport to pursue whatever they want, you know, for sure they're gonna do a little bit of jiu-jitsu. They gotta learn how to defend themselves and know how to fight. But whatever sports they wanna do it, I'm gonna support.
Cool. And in the UFC, is there any talent right now? Any couple of guys that you say, hey, you must keep an eye on that guy?
A lot. Coming up.
Maybe a guy you train with or something? I don't know.
Oh, he's a guy that I train. One of the guys that I'm helping a lot right now is Ansa. He's just like freaking Chimaev, but he's a 45er. He's one of the guys that I'm gonna help. I think eventually he's gonna be a 55er. He's very good. I have a couple Russian guys at the gym. They high level that I'm adopting these guys. Okay, I got 2 kids there that for sure I'm gonna help. I think they're gonna. One guy's fighting LFA Friday, right? Tonight's Friday.
Yeah, today's Friday.
I think later it's gonna be late right here, but one guy's fighting LFA, the other guy's fighting LFA, I think in October. But these 2 guys, Nikita, coaching Nikita, and this guy Ansa, the Khamzat Chimaev. He kind of Khamzat Chimaev. Is Khamzat Chimaev. This guy too. These guys is gonna be a problem.
And are they also already fighting in the UFC or?
LFA. One guy's 5-0, the other one's 7-0. Building the record, but a high-level monster already. And so now I'm putting more jiu-jitsu, helping the submission, helping the control, and kind of mentoring. Hey, slow down, relax. Hey, come on, you gotta run, do this. Like not just coaching the technique, but showing a little bit the way, you know.
Yeah, the way of being a pro.
Yes.
And are you willing to help them also to become a UFC fighter?
For sure. Yeah, a fighter and a career too. You know, I don't want to be. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to be just the coach, but I want to be like a mentor, showing these guys the way and everything. Not just training. Training is one part. You got to do like 50 more other things.
And are these guys also that your corner?
Yes. Yes and no. One guy's fighting tonight. I'm not on his corner, but I'm helping, building. Eventually, I'm gonna corner him too. If I'm there, if I was there, I was gonna corner him, but I was gonna come here.
Good, so cool. Well, of course, we must talk a little bit about RDR because you're training with him.
Yes.
And of course, we are very proud now that we have a Dutch guy in the UFC who is hopefully becoming the new champion. Well, you fought already against Khamzat.
Yes.
We think or we hope that RDR will be doing that also soon. What's, in your opinion, the key for him to win that fight?
I think from the whole division, I think he's the one that has more chance. The whole division, I actually had in my channel, I have a big channel in Brazil. I was talking to Chimaev's coach, jiu-jitsu coach. We fought before. And I asked, who you think is the hardest fight? And then I say, I'm gonna tell you. But then you tell me, and then he said, who you think? I think it's RDR. And then he said, me too, I think it's RDR. I have all RDR videos. He already said, I watch everything already. And I think he's not an easy fight, but I think he gotta beat one more guy. I think he has an Anthony Hernandez fight coming up.
Yeah.
Maybe change his opponent.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Because we heard that maybe there's some kind of injury in play.
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know, maybe one guy step in.
We'll see.
And I think he beats next fight. He's gonna fight him. I think he's fighting Chimaev next. I think he can win. I think his jiu-jitsu is high level. I trained him a couple of times. He's very good, very long, very big. I don't know how he make middleweight. He's huge.
Yeah.
And I think he not easy, but I think he's the one that can beat Chimaev.
Well, I think you were really close too, to be honest.
Yeah.
Some people say you won that fight.
Yeah, people have their opinion. I respect that. I think it was a war, was a fight that I went to China. Everyone will still remember that. Everywhere I go, into Australia, I like to travel a lot, but everywhere I go, people remember that fight because it was a great fight. He's okay. I think he got pretty close, but I think I have what it takes. I think to beat this kind of high-level wrestler, you need to have wrestling defense, and your jiu-jitsu gotta be good. It's not that you gotta know how to. You're gonna be in bad position.
Yeah.
You gotta know how to be in bad position, protect yourself, get up and strike. And I think RDR can do that.
Well, let's hope he wins. Well, to finish off, we would like to end with one last question.
Yep.
What advice would you give to fighters who are just starting out right now and want to make a career out of MMA? What's the most important thing to do?
Wow, not easy because a lot of things. I think first, I'm a jiu-jitsu fighter. I think your jiu-jitsu gotta be good. You gotta know how to fight on bottom, on top. You need to have a good coach, a good teammates. That's the beginning, you know. You need to have a solid. It's just like a house, you know. How I'm gonna make that house so big? It depends if the foundation is good. You can put an extra floor. You can grow that house. But if the foundation is bad, eventually it's gonna fall. So I think the foundation at the beginning should look for the best coach around. Let this guy know your goals and work very hard. Get a couple of teammates that can help you to get to the next level. Start competing a lot. People think competition is very underrated, but you gotta be on the lights. You gotta be in tests. You gotta be competing. It's not comfortable. It's not fun. You're gonna lose. You're gonna get smashed. You're gonna get embarrassing. But you gotta be okay. Okay, I lost. Next week you go again. You gotta compete a lot. Taking that. A lot of guys, they go to the UFC, oh my God, they froze, they cannot fight because they're not beyond the lights as much. So I think you gotta compete everything. Amateur boxing, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, grappling, gi, no gi, everything. And then I think they're gonna give you a good foundation, good balance, then to start doing MMA, and then, but it's a progression, you know, but I think first you got to do a lot of amateur level, but a lot of competition with a good professor, with a good team, and eventually start pursuing an MMA career. Maybe you got to transition to another team. Maybe you stay with that team, but I think the competition is the most important thing you got to do in the beginning.
Thank you so much for your time, man. It was an honor. Thank you.
My pleasure, guys.